I regard this as an honor and indeed a privilege to address you at the start of a week of activities to mark World Children's Day 2020. On November 20th every year, children are recognized in special ways and celebrated worldwide. Dominica, as an island state in the world community, is no exception. This annual event is in sync with the various tenets established by the United Nations. Significant among these tenets is the Convention on the Rights of the Child. This year marks the 31st anniversary of the convention, which was established after intense discussion by world leaders. Dominica ratified the convention on March 13, 1991. Being a state party to the convention, Dominica is mandated to take all necessary steps to ensure that the provisions of the conventions are upheld, thereby advancing the rights of children and at the same time assisting them to exercise responsibility. In recognition of World Children's Day, the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment, Youth at Risk, Gender Affairs, Senior Security, and Dominicans with Disabilities wishes to reiterate its commitment to continue taking decisions in the best interest of all children. We should all take a moment to reflect on what we have done and what we are doing to protect, nurture, and empower our children. We must be encouraged and supported to go on to lead happy and fulfilling lives. The world is now faced with a serious pandemic, COVID-19, which has resulted in a global crisis that has not only affected adults but our precious children as well. The present pandemic is somehow associated with the theme for Universal Children's Day this year, that is, Reimagine the Future. This theme sheds light on the fact that all children need to imagine a bright future despite COVID-19. When I speak of a bright future, I refer to greater protection. A bright future whereby parents, particularly fathers, would safeguard and fulfill their God-given role and responsibility. A bright future with children not being subjected to abuse and neglect, and a bright future where children's dreams and aspirations would be fully achieved. Through my ministry, the government of Dominica will continue to play its part in protecting our children. However, we need the support of all sectors in society to build a brighter future. Urgent action is needed now to safeguard our children's future. I wish to emphasize actions in terms of their safety, health, educational pursuits, good family relationships where there is love, stability, and togetherness, and other rights like the right to freedom of expression. We should not forget children's responsibilities, including their respect for their parents and guardians. If these are not pursued, our children will be negatively affected with lasting consequences. The Social Welfare Division, under the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment and Youth at Risk, will continue to play a vital role in protecting our children. The division spearheads the foster care program, where children in difficult circumstances are placed with substitute families. In addition, the division works collaboratively with other stakeholders to ensure that various needs of children are met. The role of the wider society cannot be underestimated in the quest to ensure that children receive all they deserve as they grow and develop. Individually and collectively as a society, we owe a debt to our children to ensure that they are treated as human beings with rights and responsibilities. There are children in our midst crying out for love and attention. Just think for a moment of children who are victims of abuse, be it sexual, physical, and of course, the emotional abuse which damages their personalities for life. Indeed, a victim's life can be severely affected by any of these forms of abuse. The matter of absent parents is a concern. In such cases, children are deprived of proper guidance and attachment figures. This too has certain consequences. Children become involved in criminal activities such as drug abuse. The effects are real and can negatively affect someone even into adult life. On this 41st anniversary of Universal Children's Day, I call for a redoubling of efforts to build a better and brighter Dominica and by extension, a better world for our children. I make an urgent plea for us all to remain committed to that ideal. In so doing, we will realize a more productive nation, all for each and each for all. Thank you.